You need someone to talk to, somebody who...
Well, I tell you what, I'm Mike Rowe, voice of the mountains, and on the phone with me is Dixon DeVore. Good morning, Dix.
How you doing?
What are you doing this morning?
Well, I'll tell you, it's going to be a scorcher of a day here in New England. Very, very hot and very humid, and I'm trying to stay cool.
I bet you are. Well, we're trying to get some rain around here, but we got a lot of thunderstorms in the forecast, so we sure need it for this forest. Hey,
oh yeah,
boys, for sure. You know what? I was just looking at your bio. Why don't you tell everybody what in the world is going on in your world? And it says, been here writing songs since the Mayflower Dock. Is that true?
Yes, I have been writing songs for a long time. I was a staff writer for a major music publisher in New York for a while, and then produced in Boston and in New York studios, some other artists. I've been writing for a long time. I've been playing piano since I was 4 years old, but I can't play any other instrument, just the piano. And synthesizer. But I've been doing it a long time. Probably I have over 2,000 recorded songs in my checkered career. And I played cocktail lounge piano for some years. Been doing it a long time. And I've done things in the theater. I've written 3 or 4 children's stage musicals that have been performed in elementary schools.
Yeah, just looking at your bio here, you know, you're talking about children's theatrical musical field. You did a lot for elementary schools around the country.
Yeah.
And I've heard some of that, and it is just super, Dix.
Well, I love to work with kids. I've worked with kids, little kids choruses in the studio, and they're a joy to work with. They always come accompanied by teachers and parents, so that makes it, at least they can direct traffic, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Chorus of 123 third graders singing your songs, and that's what's happening. One of my musicals that I narrated on stage, and it's a big thrill to hear little kids sing your songs.
Well, I also noticed here that you're a producer too, because you produce a lot of songs, don't you?
Yes, I generally produce my own things because I know what instrumentation I want to use. I know what sound I want to get, and I've spent thousands of hours in the studios.
Boy, that's for sure. You know what? All the songs that you've sent me, I tell you what, I like those instrumentals. What a good sound you have there.
Yeah, I've done my first success with instrumentals was with an Australian label in the 60s. And the nice thing about instrumentals for European DJs and the other DJs is that there's no language barrier. So they can play. Now, there are some DJs who will not play instrumentals, but many of them will. And I like instrumentals. I like doing them. I do them. I've done some of them here in my home studio. That's one of the few things I do in my home studio, because usually I use an actual recording studio. But instrumentals are they're timeless. They keep popping back, and they can be used as fillers when people get tired of vocals, and so I've been relatively successful with instrumental, up-tempo ones, mood ones. As long as it has a theme, it can develop into an instrumental.
Oh, that's for sure. And you know what? You have some great artists that sing your songs that you wrote. They're really good, Dix.
Yeah, and this is what I call the Nashville second tier. Many of these artists have done opener some backup for some of the major artists, and in many instances, they're much better musicians than the major artist is, and have much better senses of harmony, and I understand that. So I'm happy to work with the second tier, because you never know when the second tier will become the first tier, and yes, they are good.
Boy, they sure
and, I try to use the good ones.
And I also want to say that you're working with Gary Bradshaw also on WHP, right?
Oh, yeah. I've had probably 49 or 50 tracks released over time with Western Heart Promotions. They're honest, they're competent, they're reasonable, and it's a way to get your work out without an awful out-of-pocket expenditure, and get it all over the world. Get it heard. So I've been on many WHP comp releases, and we'll be on many more, I'm sure.
Oh,
and there are other comp companies around that I've been on too, and they're good too. But I'm just so used to dealing with Gary that you have to deal with what you're most comfortable with.
Well, you know.
So, and I know the family, and but yeah, I would highly recommend WHP to anyone, because it's a very viable way of getting your work in front of people all over the world for a modest price.
Well, Gary and his family does an excellent job. That's all there is to it. And if you want your songs played, that's the place to go to.
I would agree. Yes.
Yes, sir. And also I see here that, let's see, we talked about the indie record label owner. Hey, now you're in southern New Hampshire, is that correct?
Yes, I'm on the Massachusetts border, about 50 air miles from Boston.
Oh, okay. Well, you're neighbors with Randy Machad.
Well, Randy's in Maine.
Yeah, well, not too far, is it?
Well, it's a heck of a walk.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he's in northern Maine, which is almost the Canadian border. He's up into the country. So he's way up there.
He's up there.
He sings well.
Boy, I'll tell you what,
Dan Cox sings well. A lot of good artists on
yes.
the WHP.
We had them yesterday morning on the show, and they were super. Stan sings excellent. He is just super.
Dan has done 2 of my songs, and his wife, LaDanna, who is very skilled at putting videos together, has done 2 music videos of those songs. So.
Yes.
So it's a talented family.
Oh.
And they're Okies, too. So.
Marietta, Oklahoma.
Yeah, there you go.
I know where that is. Boy, I tell you what. But, boy, Dex, thank you for being on my show.
Well, listen, thank you ever so much for supporting me over time and playing my fare when you can, and I really appreciate it.
Well, listen, you are welcome, and you know, it's just super hearing your voice and all that, and good to have you on the show, and we want you to come back. So thank you for being on my show this morning. Glad to have you, and we're going to play your song right now, right here on KLS 1450 AM.
Thanks, bye.
You need someone to